Justin joins us right now here on Pac-12 Network. Coach, appreciate you stopping by with us. I want to start, look, we get to the players here in just a second here, but some changes in terms of a reorg with your coaching staff. Why make some of the changes that you implemented?
Well, first of all, we have a great coaching staff. We have unbelievable people who are very talented, and I think they're excited about it as well. You know, in the end, it's all about what's best for our team, and I felt like it was best for us to move forward, making some adjustments. And you know, our coaching staff, like I said, phenomenal people and great teachers and quality human beings, and they're excited about it. But in the end, it was about what's best for our players and our team, and I know it'll help us.
Coach, I love the linebacker group that you guys have. I already referenced one of them earlier in the show, but two guys that probably aren't known by everyone, but Kyle Smith out of Los Gatos, ridiculously productive, almost 200 tackles as a junior. Blake Antzoulatos, I don't know if I'm going to screw that up.
Antzoulatos.
Perfect.
Blake Antzoulatos.
Yeah, so those two guys combined, I mean, they've got almost 400 tackles as seniors in high school. How did you identify them to fit into the defensive system you had?
Well, I think you hit it on the head. Both extremely productive, and both guys are very, very physical players. You know, you look at them and then you meet them. I mean, physically, they're put together, very raw-boned, strong guys, and they play with an attitude. And you know, both of them were born to play inside linebacker, it feels like, and play with great instincts. And you saw it. I mean, they're very, very productive players, and we're excited to get them here.
You know, Coach, I know it's the California Bears. But when you look at the guys that you signed out of this class, it's almost like the Cal Bears went a little south there in the state of Texas and dipped in there and stole some talent out of there. And unlike what you see when a lot of times programs will go outside of their normal recruiting base, it's not like you got 5 guys from one place. You got guys from all over. What was the key to getting into Texas, and what was the motivation?
Well, we've recruited Texas since we've been here, and for some reason, you know, year to year, just the dynamics change, and we'll always be a local first in terms of recruiting. But this year, just in terms of the guys that fit our place and what we were looking for, we targeted some guys in Texas, and they came out here and had great visits. Really, again, talented guys they're about the right things that are going to fit in here culturally. And I think you saw it in Arizona as well. Had a number of guys in Arizona, and our coaches did a great job of evaluating these people, getting to know the coaches, and we're excited about, you know, bringing all those guys up here.
Coach, you guys have started your winter program. You got spring ball coming up. I know you guys get going a little early compared to some other schools. I can't wait to get up there and check you out. But I'm curious about some of the guys that are already there, right? We referenced Coin Dang multiple times already in this segment. The quarterback position, Devon Monster already obviously being up there. What has it done to the dynamic of the program to have players that are going to come in and push incumbents for playing time?
Well, I think it's huge, and it's becoming more and more popular, as you all know. But you get them here for winter workouts and spring football, and I think it obviously adds competition to each of those position groups. It gives them a chance to kind of get their feet wet before we get into summer workouts and fall camp. So it's all positive, and those guys have done a great job of you know, assimilating quickly, and our players on our team our returning players done a great job of helping those guys, because it is an adjustment, and you know, once in a while you need a hand, either knowing which way to go or how to do a certain lift or run or something like that, and our players have done a great job of bringing them along.
The wide receiver position, you know, clearly you guys want to get more explosive. You get Keikoa Crawford, the transfer. You get a JC transfer in Trevon Clark. You get a couple other athletes. What do you expect this group to do?
Well, I think immediately it will become more competitive. As you mentioned, we got to get more explosive offensively, and adding some guys that have the ability to do that. And you know, they still have a lot to learn, but I think it'll make it very competitive in that room. And they're all eager to get here. You know, a couple guys will be joining us in summer, but you mentioned those names, and those guys can make some plays, and we got to get them here and coach them up and prepare them so they can help us this fall.
You know, Justin, I used to work with a guy who used to call quarterbacks roster watchers. And I'm curious, you know, you bring in a guy like Monster who has Pac-12 experience. You got multiple guys on your team as it is who have played and started games. You know, what does it take? What's it going to be to keep all those guys in the same room, keep them moving competition-wise?
Well, you just said it. I mean, that room's going to be competitive. With Devon coming in, Chase Garbers is going to improve a ton, and he did some good things for us last year. I know he's excited to get back to practice. We're bringing in a freshman, Spencer Brash, Jack Newman, who's a walk-on to our program, is a really good player at City College. So it's all about competition, and those guys want to learn. They want to get better. They're working extremely hard in the weight room and on the field right now, and I know they're excited to practice, and we're excited to watch them.
Coach, can't wait to see some of these quarterbacks take center stage, find out who is going to be your main weapon on that side of the football, because defensively, we've talked about this before, how good your team was to carry yourself to a bowl game. We'll see what's next in store this upcoming season. So appreciate the time and congrats on the class.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.